What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to slam the Mercedes. Let's get to it. Okay, so before we start, as you can see by the huge mess over here, I already did one side. I figured I had to get this done, that way I can figure out how it's all done. You know, which parts you take off and all that. So I got one side done, the coilover and the spring. They're all adjusted to where I want it to be. So now we're going to go do the other side. Should be a lot quicker and a lot easier. So first thing we got to do before you unbolt anything else, I want to get the spring out. And to do that, you got to use one of these spring compressors. It's not like your typical one where you grab it from like this and you squeeze it. On these older cars, I forgot what the name is for these, but you get these right here and they have a certain way to set them up. Put one up here, probably put one right there. Try to get it in there. Okay, like that. And then you take another one and you put it at the bottom. That. And then you take this tool. This actually compresses, it gets shorter and longer and stuff, and you use this right here, and this is a, what is this? This is a 19 mil. So you take this and you stick it from the bottom. It'll only go in one way. And you get it to go all the way up. There you go. So you set that in there. I use this. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I use a torque gun to shrink it and you'll see the spring compress. Obviously be careful with this. I'm not showing you how to do this. I'm just showing you how it's done. So to get the shock off, the top mount for the shock to fall down, there's 3 of these 13 mil nuts. Come on, camera. Anyways, there's 1, 2, 3. Get those off, don't lose it. You can just set them right there or wherever you want, wherever you feel safe. And then the last one. Okay, so we got those off. Okay, now we gotta take that off, and that's gonna let the shock fall. Okay, so on these cars, now that we got the top all loosened up, the top hat, the spring is compressed. Unfortunately, you do have to remove the brake caliper, and these are held in by 2 19 mil bolts back here. Let me get those off real quick. And just take this off. Don't let it hang. I have a chair back here. I'm just going to set it on the chair. So there you go. Right there. Just set it right there. Okay, now caliper is removed. So now we have this bolt. Let's see if I can show you this one. And then there's 2 that go this way. Oh, sorry, hold on. There's 2 bolts that go this way into the hub assembly. So I'm going to take those out. And then now this is going to fall forward. You can see, and it kind of holds right there, falls, and then the shock falls down. Make sure you remove all these and just get the shock out of the way. Wiggle the shock out. Throw that away unless you need it for something. But these are the 2 bolts that I was talking about right here. They go into the hub, and then this is the main, this is the other one that holds it. We will need this little bracket, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. See, now that gives me a little more room. Hopefully get this spring out. That's how you do it. This is obviously under a lot of pressure, so let's release this safely. And you will still need this rubber piece. You still need this, don't throw that away. Just put that right there for now. So you take your tool, whatever you want to use, and again, be careful. This isn't a lot of pressure, so just release it. And you just take this out. Get that out. Take it out of here. And that's it. You can do whatever you want with that. Okay, so for these coilovers, like I was saying on the beginning of the video, I have everything adjusted height-wise here. And on the top of this spring, you have this mechanism here. So I have this height also adjusted the same as the other side. I tested that other side, I put the wheel and lowered the car, and it's approximately where I want it to be. We won't be able to do final adjustments until obviously we put our fresh wheels and tires on. So first thing you got to do on these specific coilovers, you have to completely remove this top section. So you take this off. Don't lose any pieces, obviously. See? So this is adjustable. I'm pretty sure this is just a rebound. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm gonna have to figure that out later as we go. That's mainly height and dampening. So I think this is rebound, or just how much pressure is on the spring and how it reacts to bumps and stuff like that. So now let's put everything back. Okay, so like I said earlier, don't throw this rubber piece away, because that's gonna go right back up here. Then you're gonna take the bottom of this, so you put this here. It's just gonna sit on the rubber. And that's the one thing that kind of sucks about coilovers on these specific cars. To adjust this, you have to pretty much drop everything to be able to get to these. But it is what it is. That's why I kind of did the other side and tested it and all that. So we'll put this here. Then we'll take this. And as you can see, it has this like square section right here. Well, so it goes through here, obviously. Bolts to this. But that section right here goes through this, goes next to the sensor. So that way you don't ruin the sensor. So bolt this down. Okay, now that's on. So now we get the spring in here. Okay, and these springs obviously you only sit one way. This goes at the bottom and the flat goes at the top. So stick it in there. There you go. And this right here, the end of the spring, it has a spot where it sits on the perch here. So just let it kind of just sit there for now. Now, we're going to get the coilover, stick it up through the top, over there. Okay. Now, so I was saying there's this little bracket right here that we need. This just kind of just comes out of here. Wiggle it, mess with it a little bit, get a flat head, and just pop it out of its spot like that. Pull it, get it out of here. Okay. Then obviously turn this to where it needs to be. Take this, and it goes in from this side right here. So it just goes in here. And it clicks in, and that's it. And that's where all the wires and the little sensor wires stay. Okay. So now we're going to push this up and get all this, these two, and this bolt in there to get everything back. Okay, so I got that top bolt. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got the top bolt. The two that go right here go backwards. I got the brake caliper back on. Got that little bracket and all the hoses back in place. Everything's tight. That bolt on the top of the spring perch. These, I have them tight, but these ones are good to tighten again after the car is sitting on its own weight. So now all that's left, you can see it's heck of a lot lower now. But all that's left now is let's put the wheels back on, and let's lower this car and see how it sits, and then we got to turn it around and do the back on this side of the garage. So now that the front is slammed, I'm going to get the car set up and we'll start working on the back. Alright, so again, just like last time with the fronts, I already did one side. It's all done and fully adjusted to the right height that we want for now. So it matches the front somewhat, but that doesn't matter for now because obviously we have to do all four corners and we have to put the new wheels and tires on before we worry about final adjustments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do the other side and we'll time lapse. What is this camera doing? Focus. Thank you. Anyway, so we'll do the other side over there. I'm just going to time lapse through it real quick and then slap it on. Get it on. So it's all done on the ground, lowered, looking really good. And I've been holding off on doing the final walk around because it's all the holidays and I've been out of town the past couple weekends and it gets dark early, earlier in the day. So by the time I'm home from work, everything's pitch black. Can't see anything to do the final walk around. But so we'll hold off on the final walk around until after the mods, next couple mods that we do, which is going to be window tint, and removing all the wood from inside the car to send that off to get hydro dipped. The body kit is also here, which was the C36 AMG style kit. We got the front bumper, rear bumper and side skirts, and after we do the tint and we send off the wood, we can actually start fitting the kit. So that's exciting too. I'm really super excited about that. See how that fits. It's a Duraflex, so I'm not expecting much, but it is what it is. You know, we'll make it work. It's fiberglass, right? What's the worst that can happen? We have to fix some spots, make it fit, make it work. We will. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. Share it with your friends. And see you guys next time.